Have you ever felt like something big is happening in your life, but you just can't figure out why? Maybe you've been going through challenges, experiencing unexpected shifts, loneliness, or feeling a deep restlessness inside you. Sometimes these aren't just random occurrences. They could be signs that God is preparing you for something great. God works in mysterious ways, often refining us before He elevates us. The journey to purpose is rarely smooth, but every obstacle, every delay, and every closed door is part of His divine preparation. If you feel like you're being tested or stretched, don't lose heart. Instead, recognize these as indications that God is positioning you for something extraordinary. Preparation for greatness often comes with seasons of discomfort. You may feel like your life is being shaken and everything familiar is shifting. This is not a sign of failure. Rather, it is a sign that God is making room for the new blessings He has in store for you. When God prepares someone for something significant, He often removes distractions, refines character, and builds endurance. This is His way of ensuring that when the opportunity arrives, you will be fully equipped to handle it. At times, it might seem like everything is working against you, but God's plans are never to harm you. Instead, He is working all things together for your good. Even the painful experiences and the difficult lessons are shaping you into the person He has called you to be. What may feel like a setback is often a divine setup for something greater. In this video, we'll dive into the clear signs that God is at work in your life, getting you ready for the next level. If you resonate with these points, take them as confirmation that your breakthrough is closer than you think. Just as a reminder, please subscribe to our channel and like the video. This is the only way you can help this channel to grow. Now let's get started. You experience unexpected challenges. Sometimes the road to greatness is filled with obstacles. If you find yourself facing hardships that seem to come out of nowhere, God may be refining you. Challenges are meant to strengthen your character and prepare you for the responsibilities that lie ahead. Trials teach resilience, patience, and trust in God's timing. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is God teaching me?" Every great person in the Bible faced challenges before stepping into their destiny. Just look at Joseph, Moses, or David. These trials are not meant to break you, but to mold you into someone who can carry the weight of the blessings God has in store. Each test is an opportunity to grow in wisdom, deepen your faith, and become a testimony of God's power. You feel a deep sense of restlessness. If you feel like you are being pushed out of your comfort zone, it could be God calling you to something greater. A divine stirring in your heart often signals a transition. When God is shifting you, He creates an inner dissatisfaction with where you are so that you won't settle. This restlessness is not meant to frustrate you, but to push you into action. It is God's way of telling you that there is more ahead. Pay attention to what excites and ignites your passion, as this could be an indication of the new path He is preparing for you. When you no longer find fulfillment in things that once satisfied you, it's a clear sign that God is leading you into a new season. Doors begin to close. Rejection and closed doors can be painful, but they are often blessings in disguise. When God is preparing you for something great, He removes distractions and things that no longer serve His plan for you. Every rejection and closed door is a redirection towards something better. Trust that when God says no to one opportunity, He has something greater in store. The key is to remain faithful and not force doors that He has shut. Sometimes, what we desperately want is far less than what God intends to give us. Trust that His plans are higher and His ways are always better. You start losing interest in worldly pleasures. When God is preparing you, worldly distractions lose their appeal. You might find yourself drawn more to prayer, worship, and spiritual growth. This shift is a sign that God is drawing you closer to Him in preparation for your next level. What once entertained you may no longer satisfy you. This is God's way of setting you apart for His purpose. He wants to shift your focus from temporary pleasures to eternal fulfillment. The more you seek Him, the more you will recognize that true joy comes from His presence, not from the things of this world. You are being tested in patience and faith. Waiting is not easy, but God uses waiting seasons to build endurance and trust. If you are in a season of delay, know that God is strengthening your faith. He is teaching you to rely on Him completely before He entrusts you with more. Abraham waited years for God's promise to come to pass, but in that waiting, his faith was strengthened. If you are in a period of waiting, don't rush the process. God is working behind the scenes. Sometimes, the waiting period is about refining your character, preparing your heart, and ensuring you have the wisdom to handle what's coming next. You encounter divine connections. God often sends the right people into your life when you are being prepared for something great. If you find yourself meeting mentors, spiritual guides, or people who challenge you to grow, recognize it as divine alignment. These connections are part of your preparation. Pay attention to the people God is placing in your path. They may be there to guide, support, or challenge you into becoming who He created you to be. Sometimes, God removes toxic relationships and replaces them with people who will nurture your purpose. Be open to new connections that align with His plan for you. Your faith is challenged like never before. Sometimes, God allows situations that stretch our faith to its limits. If you find yourself in a place where you must rely on God more than ever, it is because He is strengthening your spiritual muscles. Your faith is being refined for greater works. Think of Peter walking on water. His faith was tested, but in that testing, he experienced God's power in a way he never had before. Faith is like a muscle. The more it is stretched, the stronger it becomes. When things seem uncertain, hold on to His promises, knowing that He never fails. You feel an overwhelming sense of purpose. Even if you don't have all the answers, you may feel a strong pull toward something bigger. That deep sense of purpose is God planting a vision in your heart. Hold on to it and trust that He will reveal the next steps in His perfect time. Many people in the Bible received their calling long before they stepped into it. David was anointed king as a young shepherd, but it took years before he sat on the throne. Purpose takes time to unfold, so be patient and faithful. God will guide you when the time is right. If you recognize these signs in your life, take heart. God is preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. Stay faithful, remain patient, and trust that He who began a good work in you will see it through. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. If you like this video, kindly hit that like button. And if you want to see more of this content, kindly subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. I will see you in another video.